Welcome back to Kevin's Trooper channel. I appreciate you guys tuning in for another DIY related video today. So I'm working on the Trooper early this morning. Unexpectedly, I was headed to the store last night right about dark, and it was a nice cool evening. I decided I was going to roll my windows down, and my driver's side window came off track. So now whenever you go to roll it up and down the front, you can tell it's completely off. It just kind of goes crazy. And if this happens to you, it's very important that you don't just roll the window up and down hoping it'll come back in track, because you can bend something in there. And especially if you have something like this, a Isuzu Trooper, because I can't just run down to the dealer, you know, to the Toyota dealer or the Ford dealer and pick up parts. The only drawback to the Trooper, I love this thing to death, but the only drawback is there's not a dealer I can go to get parts. Later on, whenever I get a new place and I get my big shop, I'm going to buy a donor Trooper just to have off to the side in case I need parts. I can just pull them off of that. But what we're hoping is, I'm hoping that whenever I pull this door apart, I'll be able to put it back together and nothing is broken. I hope it just came off track. So we're gonna see, and I'm gonna bring you guys along. So the first thing that we're gonna do, we have some Phillips bolts here, some Phillips screws here, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna need to pull this speaker cover off. And so we're gonna start by just getting the door panel off. Now, if you guys are doing work like this, and especially if you have something like the Trooper, it's important that you try not to break anything. You know, there's clips all along this, and you know, again, I can't just get new clips for this, so I'm hoping nothing breaks here. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just see if I can pop this speaker cover out. And you know, anytime you guys are doing work like this, it's really nice to have a little pocket screwdriver. I keep my little pocket screwdriver clipped to my shirt all the time whenever I'm doing work like this, in case I just needed to pop something off. And let's see what we got. Well, here's a screw that was just sitting there. Look at that. All right. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start removing these Phillips screws that hold the handle on. And let's get a little bit of light here so we can see. By the way, this is an Astro Light. This thing is amazing. They show on YouTube a guy running over this light. And they show another guy that literally, I think it was Eric from South Main Auto, slams this thing against the wall. And I mean, slams it as hard as he can multiple times, and it never even went off. It's rechargeable, and so they make another one that I see him use a little more often that has, it flexes, you know, the black one that he uses, and I started to get that one, but the thing I like about this one is it's flatter, and so you can always fit it down into places if you need. Alright, so that got those two screws off. Now this screw is not stock for sure. You can see that right there. That's definitely not stock screw. So, see what we can do there. All right, that seems pretty good there. I may not have to take this speaker out. And there's just a little clip here that you're going to pull in on that clip. And set your speaker aside. Yeah, I can see the window and the track right there. I can see it's off. Alright, any more screws anywhere? Now, there has to be some wiring going to this light. So I guess I'll go ahead and pull it out as well in order for the here we go. What I did right here was I just pushed in on this. Let me show you guys real quick. So what I just did right there on this is I just squeezed here and just popped that open like that right there. All right, and I'm just going to try to lay that off to the side. And that came right off. All right. Now this would be a great time to put new speakers. If I were to decide I wanted to do that, but I think the guy that I bought it from had already put pretty new speakers in. Now this looks like this has a little lever that you push down on, it just unplugs like that. Some little tweeter speakers. And that has an L on it, so you know that's the left side. And I probably would have had to take that off anyway because this has to lift up and off the track. So, alright. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you guys. I got one of these interior kits, and this thing is great, man. If you're going to do any interior work, these things are definitely worth it. I mean, this thing was like 20 bucks off Amazon, and it comes in a nice folded case, and it has tons of different little pry bars and all kinds of interior tools for it. And so you can really use these for any kind of interior work that you have. So you just slide this up in there and try to find where you want this as close to. There we go. Now, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to slip this right in as close as I can to the plastic retainer, and then I'm just popping it out this way so nothing breaks, very gently. There we go. This makes me nervous. Don't want to break anything. All right, this is going to have to come out. Okay, it looks like if you'll look right here on this door handle, you see right here how this pops out, and I'm going to have to get this little plastic retainer piece up and out of here so that this door panel will come off, and I'm going to have to do it without breaking it. All right. So let's see if I can do that. go. Come on. You know, this plastic is 18 years old now. And I just don't want to break anything because I may not be able to get new parts. But sometimes on this interior stuff, you just have to put some force in it, you know, some of this stuff just won't come off without that. So sometimes it does just have to be done. Oh, there we go. I see it. This has a little pinch tab. Got these from Harbor Freight. They have been so handy. To getting in different places. Maybe I can take these and reach around. Oh! That did not sound good. Oh, we're okay. God, it sounded like that broke. Come on. Maybe I should undo it from in here. And this stays on it. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe I can undo the other side of the plastic. Come on, baby. Yeah, look at that. So what I did was, instead of trying to undo this little bottom piece, I just unhooked it like this. And it just goes right on like this. All right. Progress. Progress. Now, I'm not sure if this Windows panel is going to have to come off. Look at that. Nice. All right, guys, everything is going pretty good so far. Look at that. All right. Oh, look at that. And there we go. How awesome is that? Okay, now, remember how all this sits before you start taking stuff off. Now, one of the things I like to do is take a little knife, instead of stretching this plastic all out, you can take a little knife and you can just gently cut this plastic silicone or whatever this is they stick this on with, and it works so much better than stretching and ruining your plastic, ruining your water barrier. There we go. Good. All right. Now what I'm really hoping, guys, is I'm hoping nothing is broken. I'm hoping it's just off track. Now they have this little retaining ring for the speaker, and it's actually broken. See right there? Plastic's broken off. Not a big deal. But I may get some epoxy and epoxy that back on. Just going to fold this out of the way. Like that. Now, what in the world is wrong with this thing? That's not good news, guys. It looks like this cross piece here is broken. It looks like the bottom of it came undone. Plug the window back up and see. See what we can come up with here. This thing might just pop back in here. Ugh. Looks like what it is, on the bottom of the channel, there's a little ball that looks like it's popped out of its socket. I might be able to squeeze it back in there. Alright guys, say a little prayer on this one. Because if I can't, we're in trouble. I don't even know when I would be able to, or where I would be able to get another one of these pieces at. Where'd it go? Come on, trooper. All right, right there's where it needs to be squeezed. Yeah, I think it is. Haha, you gotta be kidding me. Now, before I go crazy and start trying this, we're gonna do lots of silicone lubricant. Which, guys, I put silicone lubricant on my windows a while back just to make sure that they were good. You know, they were starting to hop a little bit, but I guess it's still just maybe gotten a little bind or something. Look at that! How freaking awesome is that? Man, I was worried about that one, guys. I was thinking, can I just bring the window up permanently and not roll the window down? Well, who wants to do that? You go through a drive-through. I mean, you're at the hunting camp. You need to roll the window down for something. You can't. We dodged a bullet right there. All right, so I'm going to put it back in the reverse order. Just that simple. What it was on the bottom of this track, you know, there's a Y in there. Well, where that thing slides along the bottom, there's like a little ball and socket joint. And what that ball and socket joint does is it lets it slide back and forth. And so it had just popped out. So probably what I'm going to do, though, I'm probably going to go ahead and order like some window parts just in case it ever happens again. You know, that's probably a sign that it's getting a little bit weak and it could happen again. So, you know, I'm probably not going to roll the window up and down a whole lot until I get another part in just in case. But I think it just popped out. I think it's fine. Put a little bit of oil on it. Should be great. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to get this door back together. Should be fairly simple. I'm not going to bore you with that. And remember, keeping the trooper alive. And today was a good one. Thanks, guys.